in iOS devices. Download now.
Stay here with you. You are a rainbow, so I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. Seasons change, but you're the same. Your love is constant. You've never lost it. Your voice is calling out my name. It makes me miss you, even when I'm with you. Oh, nobody wants to go it alone, and I just wanna stay here with you. So I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and I'm your host on the show. My name is Mary Cynthia Hangeyo, and I'm here with
Felicity Gigi.
And the Speed Lane is where we'll talk about issues that affect our lives, our communities, and even our society at large. Now, today is Thursday, the 20th day of August 2026. I hope that your Thursday has started off smoothly, and well, your plans are already looking like they are going to work out for this Thursday. Now, today on the Speed Lane, we are going to be talking about bragging. Have you ever met someone who cannot talk about themselves without telling you what they have, who they know, where they have been, what they have achieved, or how much better they are than everybody else, or sometimes not even about their self, bragging about someone else? Maybe somebody buys a new phone and suddenly everybody has to know about it. Maybe someone gets a particular job and every conversation somehow comes back to their position. Do you know where I am in this particular place? Maybe someone keeps talking about how much they actually have, or places that they go, things that they can afford. Sometimes it's obvious, sometimes it's subtle, and sometimes you don't even know whether the person is simply confident and proud of themselves, or whether they are actually just bragging. But there are some that you can clearly tell, okay, this one is bragging. Sometimes you're even tired, maybe it's even the friends around you, and then you're tired, like, okay, when is this kind of talk going to stop? Like, when is this one going to finish? Is this what we actually came here for? Because there's a difference between saying that I am proud of what I have achieved, and constantly trying to make sure that someone knows that you are doing better than them. So today on the Speed Lane, let's talk about bragging. What exactly is even bragging? Is it always a bad thing? Can bragging, can it actually put someone in trouble? Like, does bragging have effects? We are going to be talking about all of that today on the speed lane. Can it put someone in trouble? Now, you also can call in and be part of the show, and the number for you to call is 0808 427 5464.
That's 0808 427 5464.
It's the speed lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and this morning on the show we are talking about bragging. So what is bragging? Felicity, what is bragging?
Bragging is talking too proudly or too often about your achievements, your possessions, abilities, connections, or the achievements of people that are close to you, especially when the intention is like to impress others or to make yourself, be superior. Okay, I'm superior to you, to others. Yes.
Okay. So are you someone that brags? Do you brag?
No.
Why don't you brag?
No.
You don't have anything that you want to show off?
No, I just like to keep my things to myself.
Okay.
Simply put, yes.
But
So,
a bragger. Have you ever met a bragger?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And what was that like?
It was very frustrating.
Okay.
Let me just say frustrating and annoying.
Okay.
Because I had a friend that was close. She was my classmate, but we used to hang out whenever we were in school. And constantly, she was always talking about, my father is making...
Okay.
my father is making over... Is it over...
Seven figures.
My father is making so amount of money. My sister is working in an embassy. My sister is doing this. My elder siblings are outside the country. Every single time, immediately I finish school, I'm also going to go outside the country.
Okay.
So most of the times, at first, I just thought that she's just proud of the people that are around her.
Because the first time, maybe you don't even know the information, so maybe she's trying to keep you informed.
So I just thought that maybe she's proud, because that's definitely something to be proud of. If everybody around you is like achieving something or doing something good for themselves, even myself, I'll be proud of them. But then constantly, and then the way she says it is like, what is your father? Sometimes she will be like, who is your father? What is your sister doing? After she has now said, okay, my sister works here, my siblings are outside the country, now ask you, where are your siblings? Okay. So it's more of like, okay, I'm superior to you. She's trying to...
I want to know where your own are, so that I can know how much I will talk.
So I know how much I will talk. So it was very annoying.
Okay.
Constantly, every single time. There was no conversation that we'll have without her, including, my sister sent me this. I want to... And during this break, maybe, I don't know, it's actually my choice. If I want, I can go outside the country. If I want, I can go to Abuja. How that is.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I think it was kind of hell for you. But okay. You also can call in and be part of the show. Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464.
That's 0808 427 5464.
It's the speed lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and this morning on the show we are talking about bragging. Do you know a bragger? Like, what are your thoughts on bragging? Do you think that bragging can even put someone in trouble, or do you think that it's always a good thing, or is it always a bad thing? Because the moment you mention, some people are like, bragging is like, this is a bad thing, but is it always a bad thing? Is it always a good thing? You can call in and let us know yourself. Are you someone who brags? What do you brag about? Because there are so many things to brag about. On that side of your friend, it's more like like the things around her, my parents, and then
my
this
siblings.
one, like I'm going to this place, or I'm doing this one, where are you going to? Things like that they can be able to compare. But sometimes it's like maybe even parents and then their children. Sometimes it can, the way that she is bragging about
her parents is probably the way
the
her parents
same
are
way.
bragging.
Someone like my dad has this, should I say a little, I don't know if it's plenty or a little. Sometimes he gets like some, everybody, we are just here maybe for a different reason, and then the next thing I pass by with my sister, this is my what. Somebody that sometimes I feel like the information is not
it's
related. It's not necessary. Like, why do we have to say that? She's asking radio. Like, okay, this like the that. One this her immediate follower. This one, she just finished BSc anatomy. You won't even believe her result. I'm like, Daddy, did we really come here for this? And you see, sometimes I'll be like holding his hand, like
calm down,
slow down. And sometimes I can see like, maybe I don't know. I'm wondering what are they actually thinking, or the people that they are
The
telling
people
this
that they are
thing to,
listening.
like what are they actually thinking? Because I know how it will be for me. Like I'll be like, this man that is always. But when it comes to like
Yes.
my dad now, it's more like I don't know what to do
You don't
about.
know
Let
what
him
to do
just be.
about it.
You know, don't let him just be
And
bragging.
about parents bragging about their children, I just see it as maybe like, okay, if your daughter is doing something good, imagine like you gave birth to a child and then you sent her to school and she's actually doing something good for herself. Of course, so sometimes I don't even really blame them a lot. I just see it as, okay, maybe they are so proud and they just want other people to like listen and also, you know that, oh, I'm proud of my child. My child is doing something good out there. So sometimes I just listen, I'm like, I don't really blame them so much, but it depends on the person that you're actually telling.
I would say I don't blame too. I would say I don't blame too, but you know, sometimes I feel like it's too much. Like,
yes,
it's too much.
It's too much.
Recently, we were at a wake keep, you know, and then that was not so. I did not think that something like that should even be coming up. Like, leave everybody alone. They are here to like mourn and maybe understand you. And the next thing that's how he held my hand, you know, as we were walking. Have you greeted this person? And the greeting is not like just you know, good evening, you know, panve, and no. It's more like before I even say anything, I finish. Oh, go on. You hear this one? Oh my God, I don't even know.
I cannot imagine.
It kind of feels like I've been waiting for a time to actually let this one out. I don't even know. That's how it feels now. I didn't even know. Hello. All right, you can still call in and be part of the show. Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464.
That's 0808 427 5464.
It's the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and this morning on the show we are talking about bragging. You can call in and let us hear. Are you someone who brags, or have you seen someone do you know a bragger? Maybe someone that is always talking about some of these things. Do you think that bragging can put someone in trouble? Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning. My name is Fanen Mondo.
All right, Fanen, could you step away from your radio set or turn down the volume?
Yeah, I've done that.
All right. Welcome to the show, Fanen.
Actually, bragging is
Fanen, we can still hear your radio. Please turn it down a bit.
okay.
Okay, that's still very loud, and the problem is we'll not be able to hear you if it's loud. Hello?
Are we okay now?
Yes, go on.
Okay, yeah. So I say bragging isn't a pleasant thing, as you all know. It sets the person as a hyper proud person, and that's not so good. People tend to know more than they should know about them. I mean, it's a bad habit when it comes to security too. You know, and that's exactly what you two are doing. You are telling much about your father that we should know.
Okay.
That's not too good. If your father is proud of you and is crossing the line of becoming a braggart, you shouldn't be saying it on radio.
Okay.
Because somebody who
You
doesn't
don't know
him,
my
like
father.
myself, now begin to form opinions about him right about now.
Okay.
So bragging isn't a good thing. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Fanen Mondo, for calling in to be part of the show. It's the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And this morning on the show, we are talking about bragging. Do you know a bragger? Or you yourself, are you like a bragger? Are you someone who maybe brags, like you feel like, okay, I have to talk about something like this, maybe when it comes to achievements, maybe even the things that you have, or even the people around you, like you're able to brag.
Yes.
Like these examples, someone, a child bragging about, okay, their parents, and then a parent bragging about their children, things like that. Do you know a bragger? Do you think that bragging is always like a bad thing, or is it a good thing? Is it always a good thing? Then in my own case, there are things that some people, when my dad is doing something like this outside, he's not hiding somewhere to do it. That is something that they already, if they want to form their opinions, they would have formed it from listening to him. So it's not like me that's bringing it out. That's his that's his person. That's what he's doing out there.
Yes.
So for me, that's why it's something comfortable, to actually talk about, because that is his person. They
That's
already
his
met.
person.
If they had met
Everybody-
with him,
You
then
know.
you know that this is who he is, and he's not going to listen to you telling him that this is how to, I don't know how to put it, because for
he's not going to leave if you tell him that it's a bad thing or you should tone it down or something like that. He will
which
not
exactly
listen.
we are trying to find out today. Is it always a bad thing or is it always a good thing? Now you also can call in and be part of the show, and then we are also streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi, so you can watch live on Facebook and even leave a comment if you have something to say. Do you know a bragger, or you yourself are a bragger? Is bragging always something bad, or is it always something good? Call in and let us hear from you. Now we are talking about some things that are achievements,
Yes.
things like that. Some things, just the way you said that, some things are things to be proud of.
Yes.
To say that okay, this is what it is, or this is what I have, this is what I possess, or this is
what my family members.
this is what my family members have. Things like that. It's more like hello. Yes.
Morning.
Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. All right. You can still call us back and be part of the show. It's 0808 427 5464.
That's 0808 427 5464.
Call in and let us hear from you. Now, you see, the issue is how often that those kind of
Yes,
things
how
actually
often?
comes up. Like for you now, when you mention, your friend being the one that every single time,
Every single
constantly,
time,
this is where it is, or you cannot even hear word again. Some days you now have to. I used to know someone like that too in my year one, that was always saying all these things. And you know how it especially for something in school, we are studying the same course, so we are mostly together. So someone me, I have to listen to that constantly. My father is this one, or my father is like this, or my father is things like that. And then there was one day that her dad is it a general or something like that. And then there was one day that we were in the cafeteria, and then someone said a joke, and then they just say, I'll tell Mr. Let me use you since you are here. Let me not go and use somebody else at home. I'll tell Mr. Gigi to do something like that. And she said, no, please. So me, my father is not Mr. Don't be putting Mr. to my. And you could tell that the other person was so offended. She was so offended by that comment that this is how it is. Simply because of that one slip. So to you, is bragging always a bad thing?
It can be negative. It can be negative when you are constantly oversharing things about your family. Some things, like our caller said, some things are meant to be kept in private, supposed to be just private. It's not out there for everyone. Sometimes it's also negative when you are constantly comparing yourself to others, or comparing others to you, I'm above you,
or looking for something to compare.
I'm above you, you are below me, and all of that. And also seeking validation. I think that seeking is seeking validation. Let everybody believe, or do everybody think, or something like that. So I see it as sometimes seeking validation. You're trying to let people know, and then also know what they think. Let them know you are someone that is big. Let them know you are someone that is above them. So yes, it's negative. It's
all
negative.
the time. It's always negative.
No, like I said, it's when you're proud of something, it's okay to
that's what
people know.
tempts people to brag about it. But then
too much
of it is what is bad.
Yes.
So you also can call in and be part of the show. Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464.
That's 0808 427 5464.
Call in and let us hear from you. Do you know a bragger? Are you someone who also brags? Or maybe you think that there's everything bad about bragging, or you think that there's everything good about
bragging.
Let us hear from you. And you see that thing of even for security reasons.
Yes.
That's why someone will be knowing what they are bragging about. So for security reasons. Hello. Yes. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. All right. For security reasons, that's what the kind of things personally, that's the one that, if you ask me, I see so much of a problem with. Maybe especially when it comes to this is the amount of money that I have.
Exactly.
There are some things when it comes to bragging. There are some things that, okay, personally, I just even draw the line. Even when I'm listening to people, I don't even want to be there before they catch me and catch you as well when they are catching you. Like for security reasons as well. Imagine someone knowing you are constantly say, okay, this is what I have, this is what I am, this is it, something like that. And
you
then
just
someone
get unwanted attention. You
exactly.
just attract
and then someone
attention.
somewhere is like planning to do something to
exactly.
you, or someone is planning to like, okay, do something like this to you. And some people say that as you are putting them out there, like some people not being comfortable about you putting them out there. Let me say, okay, you not being comfortable about a parent putting you out there with a bragging, or maybe even your parent not being comfortable of you telling people
about
like something like this. I came across something where someone was saying that it's because that her parents were putting her out there, that she feels like, oh, people are doing something to her. You saw something like that too, right?
Yes.
That's why people are doing something like this to her.
When I actually saw when I actually listened to that, I just felt like, okay, maybe she does have a point. I mean, her father putting her out there, but it was the immediate way, like she puts everything, the blame on the dad, that something is always happening to her. Like she doesn't believe that people in her own circle can do something to her. So when I saw that, I felt like, okay, why are you putting the immediately, like without actually looking at the people that are around you, without actually looking at your surrounding? Immediately you just put the blame on your dad, that oh, my dad is always putting me out there, that's why something is always happening to me. And then I also feel like bragging can create unwanted pressure on other people, because people are always feeling pressurized to reach your own status, so that them too, they'll be able to sit in the same room as you without feeling inferior. Okay, so it can create pressure for other people. That's when it also becomes
some
negative.
people, they actually want to create that pressure now. And you see, for some people, I feel like they feel that need to, okay, maybe these people are something so big, so I want to, like, let me also look like I am close to them. Exactly. I don't know if you understand. Yes. For some people, maybe they already feel pressure. The way when you measure that pressure, I'm thinking of, okay, some people feeling like this one is or this person just being who they are. Like I'm sitting close to the governor of the so I have to be something. I have to like constantly like say like this, different reasons, different things, that people actually have. But then one other thing is that if we talk about, okay, the bad sides, one other thing is, I think that what if you brag about something and then maybe at the end of the day it's not there again? What are you going to do from that point?
Genuinely, I also think about what are you going to do, because there's also something else that bragging does. It makes you want to live up to that status. Like, okay, if you tell someone that you are making 6 figures, 7 figures, you have to live up to that. When somebody see the person, should immediately know that, oh, he's actually making or she's actually making 7 figures by the way you dress, the things you own. Imagine seeing you are making 7 figures and then having an Android phone. Well, it's possible.
Waiting to Android phone.
Wait now.
Waiting to Android phone.
It's
possible. No, I'm ready to argue with you on that one. Shebi, you know that they are very expensive Android phones.
Allow me first. So it's possible that someone who is making 7 figures will own an Android phone, but we all know that people don't really like believe that. For me, I see it as something that is very okay, like, because I don't see anything wrong with having an Android phone. Nobody don't attack me, especially you. You're trying to attack me.
You're the person that mentioned it.
Or imagine saying, okay, you make 7 figures and then you don't have a car. Okay, let's use that for example. And then people are seeing you and then they are wondering, okay, she said he's making 7. What is she actually having to show or as proof, evidence that you are actually making 7 figures a month, or whichever one that you said? So it creates that pressure even for yourself to own up to that status. Like, or imagine a parent always bragging about the child, and then maybe the child is not around them. Maybe she's in Makurdi. Imagine my parents are in Makurdi and then I'm in Abuja. Yes. When I'm actually coming over, I have to make those people that my father is always bragging about
exactly to know that, let them know that, okay, this is the person that they're talking about. And then those parents
themselves, sometimes they can put pressure on their children, even if it's to borrow car so that
borrow can appear. Let them know. Yes,
actually something.
I said that my daughter has a lot of money, so when she comes, let her look like the money. That
even
she's
if
talking about.
Borrow. I've heard someone say that thing. I just want to borrow to impress. Okay. So that people actually believe me. But imagine that my friend, she was actually, before she got an iPhone, she was having an Android phone, right? So she was constantly creating that pressure that they should get her an iPhone, and she doesn't want all this low iPhone. She wants a high iPhone, so that people actually look at her as someone that her siblings are outside the country and all of that. So it creates pressure even for yourself, for your own self, to own up to that status. Because imagine saying you are something and then not looking it.
And there's this situation, there's this kind of this thing I have in my head, like imagine maybe saying that, oh, people's children are doing this one, my own doesn't ever, my own cannot. But someone is telling you about their pain. I've seen something like that happen. I was passing one place that they're always breaking firewood or something. They're always doing something like that there, and the woman was complaining about her son always doing something like this. So instead of like sympathizing, or I don't know, if is it sympathy you're supposed to give her, or comforting her in that situation, she was busy saying that that's why you see my children, my own children, they can never something like this. Now it's a good thing. I feel like personally that's a good thing, like to say about your children and then to be social, like you have that confidence. But then that particular situation that could count as bragging, in that particular situation,
and it can make the person that is listening to you feel bad. Imagine I meet you, instead of you to comfort me, you are just, I'll never even come to you again with my problems.
Now that particular situation now, like I've said, is counting as bragging. And bragging about children like that, especially like that in general, sometimes what if something happens, because you can never know what as you're bragging, you don't know what your child's plans are, to do something. You don't know what they want to do. They can disappoint you at any moment. That's not to say that they will disappoint you. I don't know that children are different. I don't know.
And what if that person you are bragging to is building a kind of, should I say, resentment or hatred, or becoming your enemy? Because it happens, not to everybody, but I've heard of a situation where there was someone that was constantly bragging, and then someone from her circle actually started doing something to her about what she's always bragging every time. So I'm going to do this one to her, so that this thing that she's always bragging, let her not have anything to brag about. So I just feel like it can also make someone build that resentment or hatred towards you, because you're always bragging, so that you now become on their own status or something like that.
You also can call in and be part of the show. Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464.
That's 0808 427 5464.
It's the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and this morning on the show we are talking about bragging. Call in and let us hear from you. Do you know a bragger? Do you think that bragging is always good? Do you think that bragging is always bad? Do you know? What are your thoughts when it comes to bragging? And we're also streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makurdi. So you can watch live on Facebook and even leave a comment if you have something to say. Bragging. Is it always good? Is it always bad? Are you someone who brags yourself? So we have been talking about that, the negative side. Me, I want to hear you. Is there any good thing to it?
Yes. Imagine being in a job in a job interview, right? And then you are letting them know that these are your skills. So in that way, I don't see it as a negative thing, because you're like letting them know that I'm capable of doing this particular thing. These are the skills that I have, these are the achievements that I have. I believe that in that situation you are just promoting yourself, and it's going to like make them want to hire you more, because these are the achievements that this particular person has, these are the skills that he has, and all of that. And it's also positive, because you're just celebrating your achievements, like I've been saying. Because if you achieve something, you should be proud of what you have actually achieved, right? You should not be hiding it because of anything. But too much is the too much. Is the too much you're talking about? And I think
too much goes to the negative.
Yes, too much goes to the negative. And then I also see it as building confidence, because
building confidence.
Because like telling someone about what you actually have, I see it as you are building confidence in yourself. Like, this is what I have achieved. For me, this is what I have achieved. So
why don't you build confidence in you? Why don't we build confidence in you? We're saying that it's building confidence.
I don't see the need to. I already have confidence in myself without telling someone. So I don't see the need to tell someone before building. But for some people, they actually build confidence through like telling people like what they have achieved and all of that. Yes.
Now you see the good side that you mentioned that I actually pick interest in. That one of like showing that this is your skills. Imagine I have someone here that let me say, okay, let's say you are my daughter. Can you be my daughter for now, for the moment?
Okay.
Let's say that, okay, you are my daughter, and then I am saying that, okay, this is who you are. Oh, this is my daughter, and she's a good communicator. Do you understand? She's so good at mass communication or something like that. It's like I'm marketing the person.
Exactly.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So sometimes, okay, when my dad will say something like, oh, this is where this one is, you know, something like this is what she does. Oh, this person, this is her result, and all those things. You know, sometimes even when I'm feeling so awkward, you know, at the back of my mind, I'll say, okay, Cha, maybe like it's marketing. You know that, okay, if this person is in a position that, okay, they are looking for something like this.
Exactly.
Oh, they know that Hangio's daughter has, you know, this kind of
results
from things that I have heard. Okay, she's this part of like a good person. Now the bad part of it I keep saying is, okay, maybe that security reasons, especially when it's something that when it has to do with, let me say, material things, right?
Okay,
that's the bad side of it we mentioned, right? But the good side of it, I would like to agree with you on, is that part of it's like marketing. Let's just call it that marketing part of it. And you know, marketing is not for everything. If you are talking about, okay, maybe the cars that you have and the what, I don't see how you are marketing that one. Is it that somebody should come and borrow the car or you know, something like that? But just the way you spoke about skills or the things that someone is actually bragging about is more like, okay, I'm putting it out there so someone is able to know that, okay, I have something like this. So if you're looking for something like this,
you can come to me.
Exactly. Or I'm the top baker, nobody bake past me in this place, you know, something like this. My own skills are this one, you know, something like that.
So in moments where someone has like let me say is celebrating something, the person will remember, okay, this lady was, or this girl was saying something about I'm a top baker, let me patronize her and see what she can actually do.
Okay, now you also can call in and be part of the show. Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464.
That's 0808 427 5464.
It's the speed lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and this morning on the show we are talking about bragging, and we are also streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. So you can watch live on Facebook and even leave a comment if you have something to say. Bragging. Is bragging always bad? You know, are there good sides? Are there bad sides? What are the good sides that you think that they are? And then what are the bad sides? If you think that there are bad sides, because there are people that absolutely do not see anything, you know, wrong with that or anything, you know, nothing at all. Let us hear what you think. What are the good sides? What are the bad sides? We are also streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. So you can watch live on Facebook and even leave a comment if you have something to say. Now, for something else that I would like to. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
This is Jeff. I'm calling from.
Could you speak up louder? Oh, okay. We cannot hear you. Maybe call us back again to be part of the show. It's 090 3648 0808 427 5464.
That's 0808 427 5464.
Okay, I think it's calling back. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
This is Jeff. I'm calling from Makodi.
Jeff, welcome to the show.
Yes, I've been listening to you. I know the thing about bragging. It's a double-edged sword. You know, sometimes people brag knowingly and some unknowingly.
Okay.
And funny enough, I think I have this opinion that almost everybody, all of us, everybody brags. That's why I said people brag knowingly or unknowingly. So it just depends.
Okay.
That you are aware, whether you are aware that you're actually bragging or you're not aware. It could be a single statement, just a simple statement. But to someone else, that statement could be a bragging statement.
Okay.
Yes. So that's my take on this whole thing.
All right. Some people know and some people don't.
They don't. And then I want to look at it this way, that most of the times people who actually brag a lot you should check properly. They have this kind of evidence of pride in them as well. Let me say ego in them. Yeah, so that's just it. That's all my contribution on the show.
All right. Thank you so much, Jeff, for calling in to be part of the show. It's the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. This morning we are talking about bragging. You also can call in and let us hear you. Hello. Hello. All right. You can still call us back because I don't know if it's network or something else, but you can call us back. Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464.
That's 0808 427 5464.
Call in and let us hear from you. We are talking about bragging. Jeff says some people know and some people don't. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, please move away from your radio set or turn down the volume.
Yeah, I have done that already.
All right. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, my name is Francis, and I'm calling from High Level.
All right. Welcome to the show, Francis.
Thank you very much.
Mm.
This is my first time of calling to the show.
All right. Welcome to the show.
Yeah. You've actually explained what bragging is.
Okay.
But the truth still remains that bragging is not something good.
Okay.
So when we're talking about antecedents, when we're talking about what you've been able to achieve, it's a different ball game altogether from bragging.
Okay.
Bragging, sometimes you brag to rub your ego on some other person that you've been able to achieve a feat, and he or she has not been able to achieve that. That aspect is the bragging. But when you have actually achieved a particular thing, and you in the quest of trying to tell someone what you've achieved,
yes,
that person understands that yes, this is what you've achieved, this is what you are made up of or made up of. But when you go overboard as regards to the bragging issue, it becomes something worrisome, because there is no way me and somebody will go to a particular thing, and in the quest of trying to sell ourselves, and you begin to overbrag that you can do better than what you have done. Funny enough, at the long run, it might end up bringing you down. That is the truth. Bragging goes a way of bringing somebody down. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show, and hope you'll be calling more often. You said this is your first time on for calling.
Yes, I will definitely. I'll be calling more often.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show. Now he is saying that there's different phases of this thing of Felicity.
Yeah.
When you're saying the one that you actually have achieved, he believes that one is not bragging. It's when you're saying plus the one that you have not achieved, or maybe you have that intention of like bruising someone else's ego, you know, like
or even like making yourself look big, or robbing. Okay, just go ahead. I have something to say, but
Hello?
later.
Hello.
Yes, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Gloria. I'm calling from Akodi.
Welcome to the show, Gloria.
Yes. Okay, one thing about bragging. You know, bragging is not always good. It is never ever good. You know, like you be like, assume that you guys are in a school now. One of you, like, you will just start bragging about you have this, you have that. It makes people to hate you. Like, it makes people to hate you, and like you will have like a lot of enemies. So me, I don't support any form of bragging. Bragging is never good.
Okay.
And most people, they lie. They will start bragging of things they don't have, making other people to feel less confident of themselves. So I don't think bragging is actually good.
All right.
It's literally bad.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show, Gloria. Gloria says that bragging is bad, and it will make people to hate you. It will make people to hate you. Imagine you're in a school and then you're bragging. But you know, some of the braggers I used to see in school, some people will actually like them. I don't know why. Like, I don't know, there's this thing in secondary school that people want to associate with themselves with what they think that waiting they hot. I don't know how to put that in correct English, but like waiting they hot, like that's what they want to associate
So they want to be in those big circles, those circles that are big people.
So I don't know if you ask me now whether it was real love or something, because me, I was never. I'm not someone that bragging will come out of my. If you come out, maybe it's a mistake or something like that. But then, like, I used to see that it was working for the people that were bragging. It was working for them.
Yes.
It was working for them.
Saying that, I actually remember, because I remember that there was this circle. I mean, there's always a circle, a circle of friends, and they were always, yes, my father is this, my mother is this, my parents are, my siblings are this, and all of that. And then people wanted to like go closer to them, to be closer, even if it means being their minions.
Hello.
Good morning, please.
Yes, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Sir Benjamin, streaming live from Yagba in North Makurdi.
All right, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. I just want to comment on one of the callers who said when somebody talks about his antecedents, he's not bragging.
Okay.
What is bragging? It is trying to tell, praising yourself, praise. Trying to tell somebody that you are better, which is as a result of which leads to you are not humble. You have no humility in you. So if somebody begin to allow people to talk about what you have achieved, a lot you begin to tell people I have done this and that. So when you do that, you are bragging.
Okay.
It is not good at all. Bragging in itself lowers somebody's personality. So when you begin to, I remember when we were in secondary school in those days, somebody will come out to tell us that his father's name is Odoba.
Yes.
Let me just be very precise. They will come out to tell us, because then we had a deputy governor called Ondoma, it's Ondoma. And this guy will come out to tell us that, to tell others that his father is the deputy governor. In fact, that he will tell you that he was flying outside the country. And at the point when he told his girlfriend, he was sitting at the riverside on top of a flying boat. See, is that not bragging?
That's
he
bragging
told us that
to
he
me.
was going outside the country and entering a flying boat to Agatu was his overs. I mean, bragging is not good at all.
All right.
Always good. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show. Now, Felicity, what I'm getting to understand here is people are like trying to separate what is what counts as bragging and then what doesn't count as bragging.
Yes.
Like if you see, most people are talking about like the intention of you are trying to show that you're better than someone. That's the only way that we can call that one bragging. If it's maybe like if it's something of maybe it's your work, then it's something that someone else should actually lift you up for, and then not yourself. Okay, we have calls coming, but looks like we have to talk about this some other time, because for today we don't have much time left. So from what I got to like understand, like people are separating it, like, or what do you think though, from what you've heard from different callers? So many people have been saying Sir Benjamin, the caller before that, the one who called us for the first time, what do you think?
I think they are all right. I think
you think they are all right?
No, because they are all, everyone is, the way you are saying that everybody is separating it, right? It's true, because bragging is when you are like Sir Benjamin said, when you are talking about your achievements, it's not bragging.
So it's the intention.
It's the intention. The intention also matters, because sometimes, and then what somebody even said something about, I'm sorry for the digress, but I just remember someone even said something. So people do it subconsciously and unconsciously. Some people don't know that they are actually bragging. Sometimes it's a statement, but in that situation, is that actually bragging? Because
this bragging thing, we'll not finish it today.
Yes,
I think we have to talk more about it someday.
Because in that we are talking about the intention as well. But in that statement, like the person doesn't know, so there's no intention to maybe make yourself feel superior to someone or make someone look less or something like that. So
that doesn't count as bragging.
For me, I don't understand like if it actually does count as bragging, because in that you don't know, you don't have the intention to. I don't know. Is it making any sense?
Okay. Yes, I understand, and that's what I've got. I got to understand from different callers. Like, okay, it's the intention actually matters. Like, if it was maybe trying to just make yourself look better than others, then it's bragging. But then if it's not, you're simply telling somebody, that, okay, this is what I have achieved, or this is what, for whatever reasons, because people have different reasons. We mentioned like marketing, or maybe some people just being proud of some of those things that they have.
Celebrating their wins,
things like that. So okay, this bragging will finish another day.
finish
That's it for
another
the
day.
Speed Lane this morning. Being your host on the show, my name is Mary Cynthia Hangio, and I've been here with
Felicity Gigi.
and we have been talking about bragging. Coming up next at 10 a.m. is King James 90s Top 10 here on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And keep enjoying music of your life.
Hello, my Cudi. Asking Radio is here. Tell everyone you know.